Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm back again, and as you can see, I've stitched down here and I've stitched down the rest of this and coloured in these. I thought I'd stitch down the rest of them, and I found some buttons which adds that little glint. So I'm going to stitch them down. Oh, found a thread down here, and I've got a few more little bits and pieces to do. So let me see how I go. So I want to do, I don't know if I use that. Just got to find a thread, something. I might use this one. Oh, there goes my phone. Excuse it. I've left it on vibrate because I am expecting a message or a call, so I may stop it. I won't need a great deal of this because I'm just sewing on the buttons. Okay, these are so cute. I'm gonna need a thinner one than that. Is it gonna go through? Oh, just. Yep, just. So hopefully I can fit this thread in this eye. Worst case scenario, I'll just use some cotton, as in cotton threads. So we'll put that, I want to put it here even though it's a little higher in the other one. Okay, it's gone AWOL. Hang on a minute. Come back here, little fella. Okay. And these are just mother of pearl because they got a nice shine to them. So got them from my mother of pearl stash. I reckon I'm only going to need to just do the one because they're so tiny. I don't think I'm going to get much more through them. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, I'll go through. This one might prove to be interesting. There we go. Have that on a bit of an angle that way. What I might do in order to secure that, I'll go around the back here twice. Okay, and then this guy, we'll go through here. And come out here. We could probably go through twice on that one. Because it's a little bigger. There we go. Now all the little pieces of fruit have that little shine, which is represented with the button, which is artistic license. Okay, now we're coming towards the end. I've got the word April to do. And I've also got these stripes. I did them on this. I forgot to say in the very first video, like I had it that and I had this pink in if you got the kit. Well, I kept that darker colour underneath and then put the pink on top. So it's sort of like not a quite ripe strawberry. So, okay, now that I've got this, I am going to go, got this colour, and I'm coming underneath here and just going to do a running stitch to hold this guy down. Go as high as I can. And do a small running stitch. Okay. Even though there is 5 weeks in this month, this is the last one of this part 4. So next week I'll probably have something else that I'm going to do in its place. Oh, don't be so pedantic, Susanna. It's okay. Oh, well, since I had the cream anyway, I might as well. I was going to do something up there, but I really don't think it needs it. Just needs to be held down so it's separate from the previous one. There we go, that'll do me. And that when we, roll up the calendar, it's going to have its own little plate, like they're separate pages. Okay. Got that. That's what I got on here. It's like it's already rolled up. Oh, I'm going to have put my buttons away. Oop. And have a drink. Oh yeah, that's good. And what we need to do, I've got this colour here, which I am going to wonder if it'll go through. It will. That's good. I need a fair bit of it. I'm going to use this for the name April, but I'm also going to use it on the strawberries. So I'll do one strawberry and then I can do the other one off camera if I need to. I'll do this one here. So what I do is I come through and we do a pistol stitch, because I usually have these little knot things, and that's what I did in the other one. Oh, that light is shining through, which is nice, but a tad bright. So like a French knot, but a little longer. Okay. Yes, I do it in the black on these ones, and I did it in the red on this one, just because it was not a ripe strawberry at that stage. It's a light one. It really makes a difference. And then with this, I just did a straight stitch and a colonial knot in the middle. Here we go. I think it's a bit long thread, but that's okay. So just the finishing touches and we should be right. So how are we all going today? I'm taping this ahead of time, so today I actually had the photos of the house taken, and by the time you see this I would have already had the first house inspection, which was Saturday, as in open house, so I'll let you know how it went, because it hasn't happened yet, but it would have happened by the time you see this, because this is on Tuesday, so maybe I can let you know on Thursday's video or something. Now, oh, that looks cute. Does make a difference. So what I'm going to do is use this same thread for the lettering, because I need that lettering because it's in such a busy bowl. Oh, not quite. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, it needs to be a bit darker. So what I'm going to use here is some backstitch. And I've got a thinner needle, so I'm hoping I don't have to do one stitch at a time. I can actually do proper backstitch. It shouldn't take too long. So oh, yeah, last week's one I had these pins in and I'm glad I got rid of them. I really like how it looks. I think having that the lace on there really softens it, gives it a bit more, because it's quite bold colours which look great in this piece, but it is very bold compared to some of the other colours, but I suppose these colours are fairly bold. And they look good. Yep. You definitely need that darker colour, that's for sure. Okay. Well, I've officially paid for all my panels for next year's retreat. So when they get here, I will be putting them up, putting up the, taking names and deposit for the retreat next year. And I've only got 25 places and already a couple have been filled. So just preparing you, it's going to be, I'll be putting up a video soon. I was thinking I was going to put it up at the later end of April, which is turning out to be that way, the case. So it all depends when my panels get here and I can show you the pieces. It's taken a little bit longer because I do my artwork and then they have to do line work, which is so they can turn it into something that they can screen print. And when they gave me, they send it back to you and you have to give the approval whether it's okay. And I was looking at it and it was all right, and then I looked close up at the little mouse and the whiskers were way too thick and it looked ridiculous. So I'm like, nope. The whiskers need to be a little bit thinner because they just look too thick. It just took away from the piece. So even some of the bits I'm like, you know, but it's not the same as having a drawing. Like when you've got a drawing, you know, some of the pieces, the line work is a lot thinner and a lot more like an artwork. So I can't expect it to be perfect like an artwork. So the houses were okay, but because these is a drawing of little animals and all that kind of stuff, I wanted it to be a little bit more, it's just a little bit harder to get not so, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but when you're doing houses, they're a lot straighter and you know, you can get away with it, but I wanted it a little bit more organic and not so thick lines. But when I did the finalisation and made the approval, it came back a lot better. The whiskers were a lot thinner, which was a lot better. It just looked really chunky and not great at all. Okay, so there you go. There's a bit involved in getting this done, but I'm really glad I found a place that I can work with, and they're okay with it, you know. That's what they expect, that if you're not happy with something, you let them know. That's fairly normal in that industry. Just going around. Here we go. That's better. Now, yeah, so I'll be very excited to show you the finished piece. It's so cute. Really, really, really happy with the design for next year. I mean, it's some of my favourite things. I love woodland animals and, you know, mushrooms and all that kind of stuff. It's just so cute. Now, okay, sideways. So be on the lookout for that video. That'll be coming out towards the end of April. Okay. It's like, I can't believe, you know, the retreat for this year has come and gone. It, you know, seemed to take forever to get here. And it was like when I was planning my trip overseas, you know, in May, it'll be a year. Yeah, it's crazy. And that's something that I planned probably a year before that. So it's something an awesome trip that I'll cherish. It was really good to go. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. Not that exciting watching this video, but you can just sit and chat with Suze while she's finishing up. How are you all going with your calendars? I have to check the Facebook page and have a bit of an update on how you're all going. Been a bit slack going onto the page, but I know the girls on there, you know, everyone is very courteous and kind. and encouraging to each other, which is good. But I definitely need to go and have a look, because I'm sure some of the girls are working on their panel from the retreat, and I'd love to be able to see how they're going. Okay. Yep. That sun is beautiful. I just hope it's not affecting the filming too much, but it is nice. In summer it's too hot, but we're in autumn and it is lovely. Really nice day today, actually. My favourite season, autumn. I like it because it's not too hot, not too cold. It's just right. It's Goldilocks weather. Okay. What I might do is stop it there and just do this. Oh, there we go. Need to go there. And here. There. And I'll stop it. I think it's getting a little bit fray, and I'll grab a little bit more, and that clicking I can hear is my iron. So I'll give it a bit of an iron once it's finished. Okay. Oh, thirsty. Nothing good, nothing like whetting the appetite. Okay. I shouldn't need much more than that. Oh, yeah, I will, because I'm going to need some for the strawberry. Got the other strawberry I've got to do yet. So we're nearly finished, people. And in the last, because there's two Monday and Tuesdays. I mean, 2 Monday and Tuesdays. Pardon me. There is 5 Mondays and Tuesdays in this month. So the last day of month, I will probably drag out some bits and pieces that I've needed to finish. I haven't done my unfinished projects for a little while, so I might grab out some of those. Yeah. Okay. Didn't have a great deal left to do. Do you like those little buttons? Very cute. Tell you what, you can tell my favourite needles are all skew with me holding on to them so tight. There we go. Get in there. Now, I quite like this. The way this word's done, it's how it's scrolly and it's scrolly there. It's really cute. Some months are, you know, have got nicer lettering than others. Okay. It's all quiet on the home front next door when a few weeks back it was banging and clanging while they were pulling the house down, but I know that they're building some units, but they haven't started. I'm hoping that maybe they might start after we've moved. That'd be good. So it's all up in the air at this point. We don't know where we're going. We just got to sell the house and try and find something that's going to be within our budget. Every time we like something, it tends to get, someone else puts in a better offer. So we just have to wait. I think we're just going to be a lot stronger once we've sold our house and we know, okay, this is how much we can borrow, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, much better off. Oh, seriously? It's always the way when you're near the end, isn't it? Come on. Which one's which? Oh. Okay, I think we'll pull it up a bit. As I was saying, yes, you're always better off selling your house, and that way you've got a little bit more buying power with, well, I've sold my house, I've got the money to buy yours, and you don't have to do it subject to sale or anything like that. I know a few people when I was talking about the house last time were putting in a few comments and saying a few bits and pieces, but selling a house in Australia is completely different to in England and even in New Zealand. Like, it's just things are different. And someone said, it's really quite hard to do buying and selling, like as in, and we've done it probably, this will be our third time that we've done a buying and selling. Like, we sold our house and bought another one, and you just have settlement on the same day. It's not as hard in Australia as it is in some other countries. The real estate game's not too bad here. Now, still stressful. Yep. So, but it is, possible. It's a lot easier if you're just either buying or selling. But I've done it a couple of times before, so I know that it can be done. Now, okay, finish this off, and then we've got our strawberries to do. I'll see what the time is. Yeah, my brother lives in England, and he says it's certainly a lot harder in England than it is in Australia. He's lived here most of his life, and he married an English lady, and they've got a house together, and he says it's so different, so much easier in Australia. Now, okay, we're at 28 minutes. Oh, I've got enough time. I'll finish off my strawberry, and then April is done and dusted. Woohoo! And time for the next one, which is May, which is my really cute little deer. I think he's adorable, which was part of my block of the month woodland series that I did. I've got a few of the block of the month. Actually, what did I... I've got the squirrel. That was from the block of the month. I'm going to say the bunny was, but it wasn't. And even I've got the bird, which wasn't from the block. So the squirrel and the deer are from the block of the month. And the galah was like a standalone project. But the reason why I put him in there, because I just love his colours. They're really pink, unlike Corinne. I actually like galahs. I think they're beautiful. But I think because she grew up on a farm and they were real pests, she doesn't like them, whereas they're not so much pests here. Right. So but it's a really nice technique of how I did it. Did it with quilting and stuff. It was nice, but I might do it a different way this time round. And then I've got the little birdie on a spool, which was a standalone project as well. Thought he was cute. It makes a big difference. Now it looks more like a strawberry, which is good. That checkered fabric is perfect, especially when you do it on that angle. Gingham. Seriously. Stupid thing. Right. Maybe if I do it this way, it won't be as annoying. Okay. And once we're done, give it a quick iron, get rid of any of the friction pen marks, and April is done and dusted. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I really like the lace, having the lace as the border. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I like the way that it's turned out. So quite happy with this. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. Get my iron out. Especially here. Yeah, see that long streak? That's the only thing with this thread. It's a bit of a shocker. Okay. And it's hanging over, which I don't mind actually. So, there we go. I think it looks rather cute. What do you think, peeps? April. I'm happier with it than what I thought I would be. Like, I wasn't sure whether I was, you know, this is probably my least favourite out of all of them, but you can make it into something that you cherish. I really like having that on there. Okay guys, well I will catch you in next month's one. Next video, not quite sure at this point. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.